All right. What am I entitled to if a homeowner wants to redeem? It's a good question. So let's kind of go over the basics on what is paid for or laid out in the law. So you're entitled to the taxes plus 12% interest. You're entitled to the insurance that you place on the property, casualty insurance plus 12% interest. You're entitled to legal fees, as we talked about in the other videos. If it's a deed or certificate, it kind of has their own little thing, but you're entitled to legal fees plus 12% interest. And you're entitled to preservation improvements. Now, let me explain what preservation improvements mean and the value of the preservation improvement, because that value word is important. So we'll use the $100,000 house again. So there's a $100,000 house and it's fixed up, beautiful, ready to live in value. As it currently stands, it's a dump and needs a lot of work. So we're going to say the property is probably worth 30. Now, you go in there, you clean up, and you make it livable. You do the preservation improvements. If it needs a roof, you put a roof on. If the floor is rotten, you fix the floor. If the countertops are Formica and they're rotten, you take the rotten ones out and put new Formica countertops in there. You don't put granite. I don't know how many times I've had to tell people, it's like, look, like kind. If it's got carpet, you put carpet. If it's got hardwoods, fix the hardwoods. Like kind, preservation improvement. Once you get clear title to the property, then you're ready to roll and you can do what you want. If the walls need painting, paint the walls. Livable but nice. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to use crap to save a buck, but it just needs to be nice. So you put your blood, sweat, and tears in this property, and now it's back up to that $100,000 property. The way the law reads is that you should be entitled, it was at 30, it's now worth 100. That's 70 plus 12% interest is what they should be entitled to pay. Does it always work out that? No. Is that how the law should read? Yes. Or that's how the law does read. So things that you can do is you can get a BPO, and that's called a broker's price opinion. On properties worth $100,000 and less, I'd recommend a BPO before you start. They will give you the current value. They will be able to look at your repair budget and say, okay, based on where it's at right now, this is an as is, and this is the subject to. This is as it stands, this is after you fix it up. That's your swing. That's a professional opinion that you can submit in court. And that's kind of the idea of what you want to do with property is plan to get sued. Plan to end up having to defend your position on what you've done to the property and the money that you've put into it. God hopes you don't actually have to be in court, but if you act like you're going to get sued and make so many documentation, receipts, trips there, a little diary, when you cut the grass, when you talk to the neighbors, make a little journal of it. If you plan like you're going to court and you actually do go to court, it's a good chance to come out ahead. If you kind of wing it and don't listen to what Josh says and are just kind of doing your own thing and then you get sued and it's like, oh my God, where do I don't remember when I was at the property. I don't remember how much I spent. You're going to lose money and you're going to be sad and then you're never going to invest in this again, which, if you can't follow instructions, maybe not a bad thing. But, so $100,000 and less, BPO. $100,000 or more, I'd recommend a subject to appraisal. Run you about $400. Well worth the money. Same thing as BPO. They're going to say, this is what it's worth right now. This is what it's done. What it'll be worth after you fix it up. Professional opinion. Again, you're trying to make a case that the dollars and cents that you put into it, the value that you've increased it, is what it will cost to redeem. So, hopefully that's helped. Hopefully that kind of gives you some food for thought on what you should be doing. If you've already done a project and you're looking around, it's like, wow, this place looks nice. I haven't a clue what I spent. You need to sit down, even if it's rough numbers, you need to figure out what you spent, what kind of timeline. And so this, if need be, you can sit in front of a judge and be like, hey, I've got my act together. This guy that hasn't paid his taxes in 3 years and let me fix up his house without even knowing about it is sitting here whining about what it cost. Here it is. This is what it costs. This is what I spent. Let's do it. And you will come out smiling, getting all your money back, maybe some more. So, hopefully that's helped. We'll see you in the next one.